Welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario Bros. X The Great Vengeance. This is your host, Kagi Naito Andrew. In the last episode, we had finished off Puff Cloud Island Level 2, and my recording was disturbed at the end of that last video. But I had reached the end of the stage, and I had to fight two Super Boom Booms at the same time, with only pickable, grabbable ice blocks from Mario Bros. 3. It was pretty difficult. I'm not going to go ahead and do that. I mean, I had already completed the stage, and it was just a simple boss battle that you all missed. But we're going to take on the next area, Safarazon Island, and I'm going to go back to Mario. And Axel the Red's theme from Mega Man X5. That's awesome. Now, if you are playing as a special character that's not Mario or Luigi, and you end the game session, you will, if you hit the character change block and you're using, say, Peach, and you end the game session, you won't be able to use Peach again until you find another change block. So, that's how the designer of this episode made it. Mario and Luigi were the only default characters. In other episodes, all 5 characters have been granted access at the very beginning of the game. Some of them just Mario, some just another character. So, it's just a diversity, and I hate snippets. And that's just the diversity of the game. So this looks like a Mario Bros. 2 themed world mixed in with Mario World background objects. You got the bushes from Mario World, and these platforms that I'm standing on are indeed Mario Bros. 2. I love this music. I love this song. Mega Man X5, solid game. If you haven't played any of the Mega Man X series, it's going to be a little tough to understand what's going on in that particular game itself. Woo! Rack up of lives. Yeah. Nice. I like that. Rack up of lives. But Mega Man X5 is a fun game. It does have its difficulties. And it has a lot of throwbacks to the other Mega Man games of the series. But, yeah, this isn't a Let's Play of Mega Man. This is a Let's Play of Mario. So, you see that star coin down there? There are no platforms down below that you can walk under. Oh look, Yoshi. Excellent. There are no platforms to walk under to safely get to it, so what you gotta do is you gotta take get some running speed, take flight, and then move quickly, because Mario won't stay airborne for long. And these faces are kind of like the shot faces of Mario Bros. 2. They just got a recolor. They are freezable, but stay on this platform too long, they'll start to overwhelm you. So Yoshi can't eat them. One of the few enemies that Yoshi cannot eat, but block off the entry point, and the others cannot spawn. So that's a pretty decent defense against them. Otherwise, just keep moving. Don't hang around on these platforms all day, because they will overwhelm you and you will die. You can kill them, but as soon as you kill them, another one takes their place, so it's not really worth doing. So just move on. Oh, I'm hit. And the snippets are a pain. At least the Shy Guys aren't much of a pain. I mean, these guys are kind of cute, so I feel kind of a little bit bad about killing them. But they hurt me, so I don't feel too bad about taking them out. I do, though, want to get a power-up, if I can find one, and I'm going to be a little bit defensive here, because there are snippets hanging around everywhere, and I do not like the snippets. And I'm going to need to retain my leaf if at all possible. because there's another star coin that needs gathering. So, I'm going to wait for this snippet to go by. I'm going to take on this walking jerk, introduce them to each other, knock them out, avoid the bullet. Going to take a running start, take flight. Lightly tap the button, and you got it. Just keep flying. Jump too hard, you'll land up on the platform and you won't be able to get the coin. Don't jump at all, you'll just slip and fall to your death. So, it requires the right touch. And subcommon enemies, shy guys and ninjas and sniffets and guys like these, cannot be spin jumped. It can be eaten, but I lost my Yoshi a little while ago. We'll just have to move on. Cope with it another way, by freezing if you have an ice flower, or hammers if you have gone ahead and managed to pick up one. Colored platforms, I'm gonna go ahead and hustle, grab that coin. Red Yoshi, awesome. Red Yoshi will spit out any shell in his mouth, will become a fireball. Regardless of what color it was. And can you whack these things? I don't know if you can whack these things. I don't think you can whack these things. Yeah, they have a defense against that as well. Can you hit them from below? No. To all intents and purposes, they are invincible. I mean, Yoshi can't eat them. You can't hit them with your tail. You can make them spaz out like that if you break the blocks that they're hanging around on. He's kind of freaking out, maybe having a stroke or something. Let's set these off now. Power blocks. Instant. Ow. Power blocks are instantaneous shockwaves that send anything on the screen, shaking it, breaking it. So, the game gave me 2 ice flowers. You know what that means, right? We gotta take their eggs and take them out with them. Since the frozen eggs serve as barriers, we will use the bottom egg, the bottom birdo, to take out the one on the top and get a 2-hit combo off of it and kill it faster. Because now it only needs 1 hit. And I'll do the same to this one. I've already hit it once, so I'll kick it on the way up, and it'll hit on the way down. And that'll be the end of them. So I am making some decent progress in this area. Oh, a toad block. Let's take it. Oh, great. I'll use my boot right off the bat. I do believe I said in a previous episode, if you are wearing a boot and you tag out that character will return in the same status they had when you tagged them out. Meaning, Toad was wearing a boot when I tagged him out. He will retain the boot when I pick him up again. And as you saw, so Toad kind of operates the same way as the Mario Brothers do in ice balls. He has the ability to hold ice balls above his head, use them as weapons, like that. So basically, as long as you hold down the alternate run button, you will be able to hold an ice block over his head and protect his head. Toad can pop out a certain amount of coins in numerous multi-coin blocks. Pop them out a couple at a time. Similar to Luigi, but not exactly. Only a couple coins come out, not all of them. And they look like the subcon coins from the Potion World. Other than that, He can fly just like the Mario Bros. Can. His descent with the tail is faster, but he can also double jump, give himself a little extra height. So that's something that the Mario Bros. Can't do. His hammer suit throws boomerangs, and the boomerangs are pretty awesome. They function like the boomerangs do from Super Mario 3D Land. However, they were introduced before then, so it's kind of like this was a nice call by the original designer of the game. I'm going to withhold his name mainly because I don't know it and I don't want him to get any more into trouble. But the boomerang, I believe, came into play with Super Mario Advance 4, Mario Bros. 3, the remake, along with the cape. The cape also returned in that game. Which, I like the cape power-up in Super Mario World. It's one of my favorite power-ups, and it's like the most logical flying tool that Mario got. However, with this engine, his cape sprite looks a little weird. I'm going to take a brief break here. It's good to take breaks every now and then. You don't want to burn yourself out playing video games all day. I mean, I do that, and I tend not to burn myself out, but point being, take breaks every now and then so you don't get frustrated. I don't remember what I was saying, because I just had a break and I just don't really remember what I was saying, so I'm just gonna move on, carry this snippet with me. I think the characters retain some of their grabbing strength from Mario Bros. 2, because whenever Toad picks something up, he picks it up pretty darn quick. Poison mushroom. Like that. And it's like, what? So, and his flight pattern, his trajectory is a straight downward. It's not difficult to aim with Toad. I'm just getting all these freaking poisons, and I would like at least a super mushroom to refill my missing heart. Okay, fine. Switch. Looks like a time stop switch. Oh no! It's not a time stop switch. It's just a regular switch. Yay! Time to roll. Time to watch your jumps. Hustle, hustle, and you'll be fine. Toad and Peach don't have any custom swimming sprites. They just look the same as they are jumping when they're in the water. That topic came to my mind when I saw these waterfalls, because you can swim in some waterfalls, not all of them. But Peach and Toad can both swim, so there's no fear of drowning. The only problem is if they're inside of a boot, and this goes for any character, if they're inside of a boot, they cannot swim. They will have to jump out, and if you want to take the boot with you, you got to jump out and carry it with you. So it leaves you open to attack, but at least you can take the boot with you. You sink straight to the bottom, and if there's nothing to stop your descent, you die. Drown, I guess, but you still die. I thought I got hit there for a second. Shoot as many ice balls as you need to. There is no limit, just like the fireballs. There is no limit to how many you can throw. Use your defense tactic for above enemies, like that. Wait for them to come down. Just give them a nice freezy surprise. Be a demon with the ice balls, I suppose. The Tanuki suit. There are invisible stone blocks in this area. You should remember that you do as a Tanuki suit from your last adventure. They're referring to Super Mario Advent, I think, is the prequel to this. All you gotta do is just turn to stone, and the stone blocks will appear. This also appeared in Mario Bros. Advance 4, Mario Bros. 3. So, they're still there. The blocks are just invisible. You just can't see them. So just turn to stone, and and they'll show up. So there's really, it's a real no-brainer just to move through this. Just got to be careful, and these guys can also point the way for you, because they will hang on to the stage. Now, in statue form, you take no damage whatsoever. You are invincible. The only thing that you don't have invincibility against is instant death, like lava. But other than that, as long as you're staying in statue form, you take no damage. And he's staying there for quite a bit. And super boom booms, like the end of the recording of my last recording that you guys missed, essentially similar to this, except it was in clouds, and the blocks were in bubbles, and occasionally they would pop the bubble, and that block would be hanging up in the air. But it's basically the same thing. There is a way to just stay out of harm's way, so do so, and just get out of harm's way. There's really nothing you can do without fireballs. So if you were playing as Mario, you have a quicker time with these guys. Just like shooting fireballs on them and all that. But other than that, just keep chucking them. Just keep chucking them. You can't fight these guys any other way. You cannot. It's only fireballs and projectile weapons. Ice blocks like these. Freezing an enemy and throwing it at them. But since there are no enemies that are spawning, you can't really do that. And that's it for them. That's it for episode, episode 10. In the next episode, video recording, we're going to take on Arcticina Island. These are some pretty special names. So, this is Kagi Naito signing out for now. I'll see you guys next time.